for us coming in and out, but we have people that just keep coming over and talking with us and want to be involved in the process. So here we are. So I have Joshua with us from Property Craft out of Colorado.
Yes, sir.
And well, tell us a little about yourself, because I'm not really familiar with you other than what we just had a slight conversation.
Yeah, no worries. I born and raised in Southern Colorado. Property restoration. So the water, the fire, the flood, the smoke, the mold, the odor. We also have an environmental division that does asbestos, lead, land reclamation, a lot of indoor air quality, just try to be a voice for the property.
So you're dealing with that niche market of people that have to breathe, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we've really tried to bring air quality into all aspects of our business, not just microbial growth, not just asbestos or lead. We're really paying attention to what the air quality is as we're doing a category 1 water loss and really trying to make that environment better as we move through the process.
Oh, okay. So in Colorado, there's no licensing laws.
There's no licensing laws for microbial growth, but that's a platform that I'm standing strong on. And I really do that. We need to start to regulate ourselves as we move forward. We are over-regulated with asbestos, which I love, but it holds the contractor accountable to doing things right, not only for themselves, their employees, but for the property owners and the public that's within those structures as well.
You know what you just said just kind of struck a chord with me, because during a lot of the courses that we teach, I refer back to something that my kids experienced going through band and everything else in high school, that the instructor would constantly tell them to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And that's just what it sounds like you're talking about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's something that within our company, we really try to strive, not only with our employees, but everybody that we're involved with, from all of our subcontractors, our electricians, our HVACs, really trying to get them to start to understand that from that perspective as well. We are in construction, but there's no reason that we can't construct clean and keep that environment well as we're moving forward. My dad's a regional building inspector in Pueblo County, and so he's part of that regional authority, so it gets real fun around our dinner table all the time.
I could see that. Everybody leave the silverware on the table when we talk. Nothing flies. So as far as Colorado goes, is there anything in the wind as far as regulation or licensing on the microbial side?
Not that I've heard of. Our company in general, we're on a growth phase, and we're going to move outside of Colorado at some point. As I talk to my C-suite, as I talk to my other owner, we're looking at the states that are actually regulated and starting to regulate a little bit heavier. I think I had said it earlier in the conversation, the asbestos is definitely over-regulated. Right. So not only do we have the EPA, OSHA, but we have CDPHE as well. And it's trying to find the regulation that's most stringent and working our way through that. But if you can follow those sets of rules, the process, it's there for a reason. I never thought I'd be sitting up here saying, hey, we need to be more regulated. But the farther I get in this industry, the farther I work with water, mold, fire, air quality, the more I'm becoming an advocate for us needing to have some sort of regulation.
Well, without the regulation, you're standing out there on the edge by yourself.
Yeah.
And you're competing against people that aren't following any rules or regulations.
Yep, absolutely.
And doing things that are not helpful to the industry. And then you come in trying to do it right, and you're questioned and scrutinized. So we see that all over the country, because we teach in all 5 states, and counting DC as a state, that require licensing. And we've actually sent to all governors over the last 5 or 10 years a draft of a bill that kind of works a combination of what all the other states are doing that are licensed. And you get some movement, but it just drags on, and nobody wants to make those decisions.
Yep. I Property Crafts behind you 100%. Whatever you need in Colorado from us, we'll be there with you.
Well, we're not as big out on the West Coast as we are on the East, but we do have a lot of classes and a lot of personnel now starting to take over out there. And I'm just sorry, I'm not distracted. I'm just looking around watching people, wandering, taking stuff off our table. We have the Normie TV stickers and keychain things, whatever. So
this conference it's huge right now. If you're around, get over here, at least come to the exhibit, come say hi to Normie. There is so many vendors here. It's unbelievable.
Anything shock you this year? Anything new?
You know, I literally, I came here right at 2:30 and I've been
Okay.
kind of sitting in this area. I haven't made it all the way through yet. So,
Are you going to be in any of the training tracks?
you know, I decided this time not to do it. I just got done with the experience in Fort Lauderdale
Okay.
in April. Worked all summer long. Did the core conference, the core collective conference last week in Austin, Texas. And so I decided not to do any of the tracks this time. Shame on me, but didn't want to miss the exhibit.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. That's the important part.
Thank
Well,
you.
I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lance. Very
And,
nice to
we'll
chat
be
with you.
here, you know, doing interviews the next few days. So feel free to stop back.
Absolutely. We'll make sure to get some of my team over as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Lance.